ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति सुपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता विशाखान्वितंश्च ये कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमो प्रसूक्तां सञ्जीवयति अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नां अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं जयदं सुहृदो पङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति सर्वस्य पादाम्बुजो राधामदनमोहनो तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहृदावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्रसेतुं भजामहे भागवतस्वरूपं परमानन्दपाठाय प्रेमवर्षीयक्षराय दे सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोऽस्तु मे गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण हरि ओम तत्सत्। So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, fifth chapter, and from 18th, right? 19th sloka onwards. न वै जनो जातु कचाञ्चना व्रजन् मुकुन्द सेव्यन्यवदङ्ग संसृतिम् स्मरन् मुकुन्दाङ्घ्रि उपागुहनं पुने विहतुमिच्छन्नरसग्रहो जना न वै जनो जातु कथाञ्चना व्रजेन् मुकुन्द सेव्यान्यवद् अङ्गसंसृतिम् स्मरन् मुकुन्दाङ्घ्रि उपागुहनं पुनः विहातुमिच्छन्नरसग्रहो जना। किसने माता जी?
हरे कृष्ण। न वै जनो जातु कदाञ्चनाव्रजन् मुकुन्दसेव्यनन् अन्यवद् अङ्गसंसृतं स्मरन् मुकुन्दाङ्घ्रि उपगुहनं पुनर्विहातुमिच्छन्नरसग्रहो जना। हरे कृष्ण।
हरि बोल। के and Mayuri माता जी?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
You want Hindi or English?
प्रभु जी, I have book.
Okay.
ना वै जनो जातु कथंचन व्रजे मुकुंद सेव्य अन्य बदंग संस्कृतिम स्मरन् मुकुंदा गुहनम पुनः विहातुम इच्छेन रसग्रहो जनः।
Very good. And Uma?
वै जनो जातु कथञ्चन व्रजेन् मुकुन्द सेव्यन्यवदङ्ग संश्रुतिम् स्मरन् मुकुन्दाग्रे उपगूहनं पुनर्विहातुमिच्छेन रसग्रहो जनः।
जीवेश्वरी माता जी?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण।
ना वै जनो जादु कदञ्चन व्रजे मुकुन्द सेवन्यवदङ्क संस्तुतिं स्मरेन् मुकुन्दाकृपः गुहनं पुनेर्विहातुमिच्छेन रसग्राहो जना.
Very good. Vandana Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Can you
Krishna.
make it little round, Prabhuji? So I can see in Hindi. Yeah. नवे जनो जातु कथश्चिनाव्रजे न मुकुन्द सेव्यन्यवदङ्ग संशतम् स्मर्ण मुकुन्दाङ्घ्रियुरुपगुहनं पुनः विर्हातुमिच्छिन्नरसग्रभोजना.
Very good. Okay, Uma, can you please read the translation?
My dear Vyasa, even though a devotee of Lord Krishna sometimes falls down somehow or other, he certainly does not undergo material existence like others, fruitive workers, etc. Because a person who has once relished the taste of the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remember that ecstasy again and again.
Very good. My dear Vyasa, even though a devotee of Lord Krishna sometimes fall down somehow or other, he certainly does not undergo material existence like others, fruity workers, etc. Because a person who has once relished the taste of the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remember that ecstasy again and again. So, Narada Maharshi is telling Vyasadeva that even though devotees may sometimes fall down, okay, due to the previous impressions, okay, somehow or other, they may fall down, but nothing to worry. Like fruity workers, jnanis, dhyanis, because they have been relishing the Krishna Katha. Just like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Machita Madgada Prana, Vodayanda Parasparam, Kadayandascha Mam Nityam, Tushyanti Charanji. Because they have been relishing, discussing Krishna Katha, each other. So even if due to some reason they fall down for some time, they will come back because they cannot stop relishing that again and again. Okay? It may be a temporary phase for some time due to some reason, because of some past impressions. Just like Prabhupada gives an example. When we put off the fan, it doesn't immediately stop the rotation, isn't it? Takes some time. Similarly, the reactions of our past deeds doesn't immediately stop. As we progress in bhakti, it takes some time. So some fall down may happen, but nothing to worry. We'll come back again. That's why we parents give this knowledge, give this what you call Krishna consciousness to children when they are young. So when they grow up, when they come to the stage of youth, when they go to colleges, even if they may stop for some time, due to that peer pressure and the other thing, after that 2-3 years of that college life, they will again come back to our Krishna because they cannot stop that. Because of the some reason they have stopped because of the college, the peer pressure and other thing, but after some time they will come back. So we will not lose, it will not be diminished at any cost. So that is the promise that Narada Maharshi is giving this to Vyasadeva. Because a person who has once relished, okay, those who have once relished this Krishna consciousness, it is nectarian. Material, it is said that anything material is beginning very nectarian. You feel it is nectarian and will be like poison. But Krishna conscious activities, spiritual activities, initial stage it may be bitter, but the end will be nectarian. So once we got the taste, once who has released this taste, the nectar, they will never leave it. So they will come back again. That is what here he stresses. But now remember that ecstasy again and again. A devotee of the Lord automatically becomes uninterested in the enchantment of the material existence because he is rasagraha, or one who has tasted the sweetness of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. See now, as far as we are concerned, when we go to the party, material party. Okay, spiritual party, we feel it's ours. Janmashtami, Radhashtami, Balram Purnima, Jholan Yatra, all these things, when we go, we relish that. We like that atmosphere, we like the devotees. But when we are called for a birthday party, everything is artificial there. Everything is artificial. We cannot gel with such people now, isn't it? But for formality's sake, we may be there. We may be there, but we cannot relish that. But we like to be in the association of the devotees. So that is how, Krishna has attracted us so much that we cannot relish the material association any longer. But when we are staying in a society, when we are living in a society, there may be some occasion that, some obligation will be there, that we may have to go and attend such parties. But then what we have to do? We have to be there in them, but detached from all their activities. Just see from far. Don't, give a chance for us to involve in that. They should feel that we are also enjoying, we are also one among them. But never give association to such people. As I told you, because of obligation, we may have to go and attend such. Because since we are living in a society, we may have to do that. But then, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Raghunath Das Goswami, just for the sake of your parents, just do the activities in such a way that you are very much interested in the business. Okay? But internally, you be attached. Internally, you be attached. Don't be attached to that activities. When the time comes, you will come to me. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Raghunath Das Goswami. So there are certainly many instances where devotees of the Lord have fallen down due to uncongenial association, just like fruity workers who are always prone to degradation. But even though he falls down, a devotee is never to be considered the same as a fallen karmi, because in such cases, some devotee may have fallen down, when they associate constantly, especially in the work field, job field, in the material field, when they have to go for work. Due to some reason, they may have fallen down. But a devotee is never to be considered the same as fallen karmi. Karmi, when they fall down, they are really fallen. Our case is, the devotee's case is, it's a temporary, temporary phase. It will go away over a period of time. Karmi suffers the result of his own fruitive reactions, whereas a devotee is reformed by chastisement directed by the Lord himself. So if devotee is reminded of his actual position, the previous association with the devotees, then what happens? Especially when somebody who is a responsible mentor or counselor chastises or scolds, what are you doing? Where are you going? Come on, come back. Stop all this nonsense. So they will be directed by the Lord himself through any devotee. So sufferings of an orphan and the sufferings of a beloved child of a king are not one and the same. Okay. Suffering of an orphan is because they don't have food to eat. They don't have shelter. They don't have clothes. But suffering of a king is totally different. They have everything in abundance. But the king is depriving all these facilities to the child to correct him. Just like starving and observing Ekadashi. Are they on the same level? One is by force, other one is voluntarily. Both are not eating. One is by force because they don't have food to eat. And those who are observing Ekadashi or fasting, they are voluntarily taking that observance for a higher reason. So that is what here Prabhupada says here. Suffering of an orphan and the suffering of a beloved child of a king are not on the same. And not one and the same. An orphan is really poor because he has no one to take care of him. But a beloved son of a rich man, although he appears to be on the same level as an orphan, he is always under the vigilance of his capable father. So it is just to correct him, just to reform him. The father is, or the mother, or the guardian is depriving the comforts or facilities. So a devotee of the Lord, due to wrong association, sometimes imitates the fruity workers. The fruity workers want to lord it over the material world. Similarly, a neophyte devotee foolishly thinks of accumulating some material power in exchange for devotional service. So, the beginners, the neophyte devotees, those who are in the beginning stage of devotional activities, they will, succumb to such faults. For such foolish devotees are sometimes put into difficulty by the Lord Himself for their own purification. As a special favor, He may remove all material paraphernalia. By such action, the bewildered devotee is forsaken by all friends and relatives, and so he comes to his senses again by the mercy of the Lord and is set right to execute his devotional service. So it is Lord's mercy that, He is putting the neophyte devotee into such difficult situation so that he is reminded of his actual duty. So it's a mercy. So giving troubles, giving difficulties, and giving comforts, both should be considered as mercy of the Supreme Lord. Sometimes people may argue, how come difficulties are mercy? How, we say when we get a good job, okay, a good house, some increment, bonus, good salary, it's a mercy of the Supreme Lord, we generally say. When we fall sick, when I'm sick, suppose I get fever or any other disease, oh, it's a mercy of the Lord. Do I say that? When we get something good, really, yes, it's the mercy of the Lord, we may say. But when I get some difficulties, when I have to undergo some miseries, oh, very nice, my dear Lord, I'm enjoying it. Do we say? We don't usually say, but we have to consider that also as a mercy. That's what Prabhupada says. Because only because of this miseries, the intensity of devotional activities increases. So for that purpose, he may put us into some difficulties. But we sometimes, I've been chanting for 25 years, 30 years, still you have put me into this condition. Sometimes we scolds, or sometimes we get angry on Supreme Lord. Why you are doing to me? I've been doing all the devotional activities so promptly, so meticulously, day in and day out, chanting, associating with devotees, deity worship, reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything. But still you have given me these miseries. Why you are testing me? I'll ask this, right? But this also a test of the Supreme Lord, and it's more than a test, it's to purify ourselves. And He is clearing all our karmas as soon as possible so that we are eligible to go back home, back to God actually. So as a special favor, it's a special favor. He may remove all material paraphernalia. So when he removes all our riches, all our material friendship, it's a special favor. See? Do we take that way? Now, if all my riches, all my bank is cleansed with no money balance, will I say that it's a special favor by the Supreme Lord? Yeah, a devotee will say. A devotee will definitely say. That is how Prabhupada also put into that condition. He lost his family. Family also turned against him. He lost all his business. So he had to take total surrenderance to the Supreme Lord. And because of that, he took sannyas. So Prabhupada took this as a favorable situation. Prabhupada took this as a special favor by the Supreme Lord. But we have not, progressed to that stage to say that it is because of Krishna's mercy that we are undergoing these miseries. But anyway, Krishna is very, very special to all his devotees. He knows how much we can carry, how much load we can carry. And accordingly only he'll put the weight on our head. Now, if I can carry, say, 10 kilo, he'll give me only 10 kilo. He will not put 50 kilo on my head. He knows the capacity of the devotee. So accordingly, he will give. So he will not just, He doesn't want to see that devotees are totally devastated. So he will give the test according to his ability to sustain that. He will not give more weight on our head. So Prabhupada could accept that. He took this as a favor because he lost his family, because family turned against him, and his friends, and all the business is totally collapsed. Well, no one to take shelter. So he took shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He took sannyas after that. So that time he took this as a special favor from the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, he wouldn't have taken the decision of taking sannyas. If everything was flourishing, that's why here Prabhupada say, as a special favor, he may remove all material paraphernalia, all material facilities, all material comforts. So by such action, the bewildered devotee is forsaken by all friends and relatives. So when we are totally pauper, we will not have any friends. We'll have friends when we have money, name, fame, position. Okay? When we have nothing in our disposition, then who will come? Nobody will come. So we'll be forsaken by all friends and relatives. And so he comes to his senses again by the mercy of the Lord. That also by the mercy of the Lord. Without the mercy of the Lord, we will not understand that. Okay, this is a really a testing period for me. So it's a favor from the Supreme Lord. Okay, when in need, all my very, very close friends, so-called close friends, they have left me. So what's the use of having such friends and relatives? Who is always with me? Only the Supreme Lord is with me. When I am happy, when I am in happy stage, in happiness and in distress, both times the Supreme Lord is there. The friends and relatives will be there when we are happy, when we are well off. When we are totally invalid, the friends and relatives will not be there. So he'll come to his senses, and again by the mercy of the Lord, and is set right to execute his devotional service. So he come back. So that's what Narada Maharshi is telling Vyasadeva. So in the Bhagavad Gita, it is also said that such fallen devotees are given a chance to take birth in a family of highly qualified Brahmanas or in a rich mercantile family. So Arjuna is asking Lord Krishna, so what is the status? What will be the status of those devotees? Okay, long-standing devotees and short-term devotees. Those who have been doing devotional service for more time and less time. What will be their future? Where they will go? They could not complete the devotional activities in this life. Some practice for a long duration of time, some practice only for short period of time. So what will be their destination? So Krishna is telling, so the long duration devotees, those who practice devotional service for a long period of time, they'll be born in a devotee family where they will get a conducive atmosphere to further advance in devotional activities. And short-term devotees, they will be taking birth in mercantile family, rich family. Again, they will have a conducive atmosphere to do devotional service. Why? Because everything is up. They have money, name, fame, everything. So they will have no problem in continuing the devotional activities. So they will also get a conducive. But those who take birth in a devotee family, they will have a higher chance. Why? Because devotee, when you are among the devotees, it's easy for you to further cultivate the Krishna conscious activities. So devotee in such a position is not as fortunate as one who is chastised by the Lord and put into position seemingly of helplessness. The devotee who becomes helpless by the will of the Lord is more fortunate than those who are born in good families. So here Prabhupada says, a devotee who becomes helpless by the will of the Lord. Okay? Why he is putting the devotee in that condition, helpless condition? Because the Lord wants him to advance on a fast pace. So it is better than fortunate than those who are born in good families. So what is the problem in taking birth in good families, especially wealthy families? What will go wrong? If I am given a birth in my next life in a very wealthy family, what may go wrong? What are the chances?
There is chance that we may forget the Lord and enjoy life.
Yes. We may forget the Lord because everything is in abundance. We have money, we have power, we have influence. So that arrogance will go into our head. Janma Aishwarya Sruda Sribir. Kundi Maharani says, no? Janma Aishwarya Sruda Sri. Janma is good birth in a good family. Aishwarya is wealth. Sruda means knowledge. Shri means beauty. If we have all this, then we'll be proud. Those who are not devotees, especially. Okay? Those who have been practicing devotional activities for a long period of time, they will not be, affected by this. But those who doesn't have Sugurdi much, they'll be affected by this Janma Aishwarya Sruda Shri. No? That is a good parentage, good family, and wealth, knowledge, and beauty. So it will get into the head and they will behave as if they are master, controller, proprietor, enjoyer. So they will not be able to take up the devotional activities. So then slowly and gradually they will start doing sinful activities. So that is why here Prabhupada is telling the devotee who becomes helpless by the will of the Lord is more fortunate than those who are born in good families. This is the reason. The fallen devotees born in a good family may forget the lotus feet of the Lord because they are less fortunate. But the devotee who is put into a forlorn condition is more fortunate because he swiftly returns to the lotus feet of the Lord, thinking himself helpless all around. So this is a clear-cut instruction. It is better to come in the second category. I don't want to, the devotees doesn't want to take birth in a very wealthy family because the chances of fall down is more. Chances of going off track the chances are more. But here, even if we are not born in a good family, if you are put into difficult situation, helpless condition, by the will of the Lord, by the blessings of the Lord, we'll come back to the right path soon. That's what Prabhupada says here. Because we are helpless. Whom else we can take shelter of? Only the Supreme Lord. Because we know the limitation of our relatives, our friends. They will be there by our side only when we have something in our pocket. When we are well off, when we have money, name, fame, influence, they will be with us. The moment we lose all these things, they will also go away. Because the material world is such, especially in the age of Kali. Especially in the age of Kali, everyone is selfish. This says in Hindi, matlabi. Everyone is selfish. So pure devotional service is so spiritually relishable that a devotee becomes automatically uninterested in material enjoyment. So as we advance spiritually, we will lose the taste in material activities because we cannot anymore enjoy material things because we have already started relishing the spiritual activities, the devotional service. That is sign of perfection in progressive devotion. So if you think that you are losing interest in material things, wealth, possessions, that means we are advancing spiritually. That's one of the criteria that we can measure ourselves. I'm not interested to go and have food in hotel. I'm not interested in films. I'm not interested in parties. That means, what is that? Our spiritual or devotional progress is happening. You have to understand that. So that is a sign of perfection in progressive devotional service. A pure devotee continuously remembers the lotus feet of the Lord Sri Krishna and does not forget him even for a moment, not even in exchange for all the opulence of the three worlds. Even if you are, awarded or assured to get all the opulences of the three worlds, upper, middle, and lower planet system, he will not trade. He will not agree to trade his devotional activities with that. That is the position of a devotee. Because he knows the value of devotional activities. That alone will take him to the spiritual world. That is only permanent. All others are temporary. Devotee knows. Okay. Just like the demigods came and asked Sukadeva Goswami, before he started giving this Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. So they came. Parikshit Maharaj got a curse that he will die in after 7 days. So what he wants Amaratam, immortality. We have Amrit from the Samudra Mandan. We will give Parikshit Maharaj the Amrit, immortality, and give us the Bhagavatam. Trade. The demigods, wanted a trade, barter system. You give me this, I'll give that. Give me Srimad Bhagavatam, I'll give you nectar. So Sukadeva Goswami chastised the demigods. How dare you compare this, mortal immortality to Srimad Bhagavatam? Get lost from there. That is, Amrit. This is real Amrit. That Amrit is for some time. It is not for eternity. So you don't dare to compare Srimad Bhagavatam to that Amrit. So like that, so a devotee also will not compromise, for the devotional service, any material opulences for that matter. So that's what Prabhupada says. Pure devotee continuously remembers the lotus feet of Sri Krishna and does not forget him even for a moment, not even in exchange for all the opulence of the three worlds. That's a pure devotee. Okay, Hare Krishna. So any comments or any questions? If nothing, we'll go to text 20. Idam hi vishwam bhagavani vetaro yeto jagastana nirodha sambhava tadhi swayam veda bhavam sathapite pradesha matram bhavata pradarshitam. Idam hi vishwam bhagavani vetaro yeto jagastana nirodha sambhava tadhi swayam veda bhavam sathapite pradesha matram bhavata pradarshitam. Hare Krishna, Sri Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Idam hi vishwam bhagavan ivedaro yado jagastana nirodha sambhava tadhi swayam veda bhavam stadavite pradesha matram bhavata pradarshitam.
Very good. And Uma.
इदं हि विश्वं भगवानि वेदरो यतो जगत्स्थाननिरोधसम्भवा तद्धि स्वयं वेद भवांस्तथापि ते प्रादेशमात्रं भवतः प्रदर्शितम्.
Very good. Jive Shri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
इदं हि विश्वं भवानि वेधरो यदो जगत्स्थाननिरोधसम्भवा तदि स्वयं वेद भवंस्तदापि ते प्रादेशमात्रं भवदा प्रदर्शितम्.
Okay, Mayuri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Idam hi vishwam bhagavan nivetaro yato jagastan nirodha sambhava tadvi swayam ved bhavans tathapi te pradesh matram bhavata pradarshitam.
Very good. Vandana Mataji. Hare Krishna.
विश्वं भगवानिदेतरो यतो जगत्स्थाननिरोधसम्भवा तद्धि स्वयं वेद भवांस्तथापि ते प्रादेशमात्रं भवता प्रदर्शितम्.
Oh, Vivek Prabhu, translation, can you please read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
The Supreme Lord personality of Godhead is himself this cosmos, and still he is aloof from it. From him only is this cosmic manifestation emanated. In him it rests, and up unto him it enters after annihilation. Your good self knows all about this. I have given only a synopsis.
Very good.
Very good.
So Narada Maharshi is instructing Vyasadeva, but he's telling the Supreme Lord Personality of Godhead is himself the cosmos. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahman. This whole cosmos is Supreme Lord only. There's nothing separate from him. So he has shown this in his Virat Rupa also. So he occupied the whole creation in his Virat Rupa. That means there is no difference between this cosmos and himself in one sense. But can we say that he is this material manifestation? No. Yes, is Satchidananda form at the same time. But we cannot see separately from Krishna or Supreme Lord anything that exists in this creation, be it spiritual or material. So from that sense, Supreme Lord Personality of Godhead is himself this cosmos. And still he is aloof. That's why I said, we cannot say he is the mountain, he is this, material world. He is aloof from that. Although he is this cosmos, he is aloof. Now, just like, for example, okay, I have created this laptop. I'm using this laptop now to, connect you to the Zoom. I have created this by, I'm not in it. I have created this, but I am not in it. I am inside this laptop? No. But Supreme Lord has created this material, but he is in that also. He has entered the creation also. But at the same time, he is aloof. Do you understand? I have created this laptop, but I am not inside that. I am separate. Supreme Lord has created this material universe. He has entered in the form of Darbal Sai Vishnu. And at the same time, also although he is there within the universe, he is aloof from it. And still he is aloof from it. From him only has this cosmic manifestation emanated. In him it rests. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that he is the creator, he is the maintenance, he is the annihilator, he is the sustainer. Everything is. I forgot that verse. I forgot. Okay. That, let me remember that. Okay. So in him it rests, and unto him it enters after annihilation. Everything emanates from him. He is maintaining it, and after the destruction of this universe, everything goes back into him only. Your good self knows all about this. Why Narada Maharshi is telling that your good self knows all about this? How Vyasadeva knows this?
As Vyasadeva's incarnation of Lord Jesus.
Vyasadeva. So he's reminding him that also. See, you are not an ordinary jiva. You are a special empowered incarnation, Supreme Personality of God, literary incarnation. So you know, your good self knows all about this. I have given only a synopsis, only an outline. I don't want to give you all the detail because you know all this. For a pure devotee, the conception of Mukunda, Lord Sri Krishna, is both personal and impersonal. So the impersonal feature is mentioned there in this sloka. Now, this cosmos is also the Supreme Lord in one sense. That is the impersonal feature of the Supreme Lord. Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagwan, three aspects, of which the Brahman aspect is being given here. The cosmos is Supreme Lord. So only devotee knows his personal form as Bhagwan. All others think that the whole creation is Bhagwan. Yes, we cannot separate his creation from him. He is the creator, he is inside it, and everything is annihilated, goes back to him again. Although he enters into that, he is not affected by the activities inside that. So the impersonal cosmic situation is also Mukunda because it is the emanation of the energy of Mukunda. So that is his Shakti, his potency, his energy that we are seeing around us. This material nature, this cosmos, this Brahmanda and everything is energy only, external energy only. So for example, a tree is a complete unit, whereas the leaves and the branches of the tree are emanated parts and parcels of the tree. A tree is a complete unit, whereas the leaves and the branches of the tree are emanated parts and parcels of the tree. So the tree is the Supreme Lord, and we are all the parts. What is that? The branches, the leaves and twigs and flowers and fruits and all. So the leaves and the branches of the tree are also the tree, but the tree itself is neither the leaves nor the branches. Just say, my whole body, this hand, is it me? No. This leg, is it me? No. But it's my part. Isn't it? Yeah? This finger, can I say this is Siddha Gauranga? This finger? No. Similarly, we have to understand this. The leaves and the branches of the tree are also the tree, but the tree itself is neither the leaves nor the branches. The Vedic version that the whole cosmic creation is nothing but Brahman means that since everything is emanating from Supreme Brahman, nothing is apart from him. Nothing is separate from him. So that's why, there is a saying, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahman. Everything is Brahman. We don't have to see material at all. Since it is Brahman, everything is spiritual in a sense. Okay, when we use these things in the service of Lord, it becomes spiritual. When we use the same in our service, in our senses service, it becomes material. The same matter becomes spirit when we use in the service of Lord. This matter becomes matter when we use it in our sense gratification. So that's the only difference. So similarly, the part and parcel, hands and legs are called the body, but the body as a whole unit is neither hands nor the legs. Already Prabhupada is giving that example. The hands and legs are called the body, but the body as a whole unit is neither the hands nor the legs. I cannot say, showing my hand, this is my identification, this is my whole body. I cannot say that. It's parts. The Lord is the transcendental form of eternity, cognition, and beauty. And thus, the creation of the energy of the Lord appears to be partially eternal, full of knowledge, and beautiful also. The captivated, conditioned souls under the influence of the external energy Maya are therefore entrapped in the network of the material nature. Since we are entrapped in the Maya's potencies, that is Supreme Lord's external potency, we are entrapped in a network of the material nature, and we think that we are this body which is perishable. Forget about the real self, which is soul, which is imperishable. Because we have come under the clutches of Maya, we think I, me, and mine. I means this body. Okay, me is also my body for me, for my pleasure. Mine means all this people, this place, this house, everything is for my enjoyment. So the captivated conditioned souls under the influence of material energy, because Maya is so strong, Maya is there to misguide us. Why? Supreme Lord is testing us whether we want to go back to Him or enjoy the material nature. When we say that I want to enjoy the material nature, then He will perplex us, bewilder us, confuse us. Okay, so be it. You think that this is your body, all that is connected to this body is for your enjoyment. So Maya is confusing us. So when we are inclined in devotional service, Maya will slowly help us to realize who we are and what is our connection with the Supreme Lord and how we can re-establish that connection. Maya will be our friend in that case. So the captivated conditioned souls under the influence of the material energy, Maya, are therefore entrapped in the network of the material nature. They accept this as all in all, for they have no information of the Lord, who is the primeval cause. Because such people, they don't have the information of Supreme Lord, who is the cause of all causes, nor have the information that the parts and parcels of body being detached from the whole body are no longer the same hand or leg as when attached to the body. So when the parts are detached, there is no connection at all with the body. What value it has got? Only when it is attached to the body, it has some value. Similarly, we, the living entities, if we are detached from the devoted service of the Supreme Lord, it is as good as our legs and hands and other parts are totally detached from our body. It has no value. It has value as long as it is connected with the body. Then only it can function. It can coordinate and cooperate in the function of the whole body. Similarly, the parts and parcel of the Supreme Lord, the living entities, are totally detached from Him. That means we are not serving Him. We are trying to serve our senses. It is as good as the detached parts of our body. No use. Similarly, a godless civilization detached from the transcendent loving service Supreme Personality of Godhead is just like a detached hand or leg. Such parts and parcels may appear like hands and legs, but they have no efficiency. What a beautiful analogy, right? See, even if it detached from our body, the legs and hands and other parts, it looks hands and legs only. But what's the use? We cannot use it. It cannot function. The attachment to the body only makes it function. Similarly, when we are attached to Supreme Personality of God, there is value. Otherwise, it's totally invalid. It's a dead matter. The devotee of the Lord, Srila Vyasadeva, knows this very well. He is further advised by Srila Narada to expand the idea so that the entrapped conditioned souls may take lessons from him to understand the Supreme Lord as the primary cause. So Narada Maharishi is instructing Vyasadeva, you know all these things. Why the conditioned souls are entrapped in this Maya, in the clutches of Maya. So in order to, release them from the clutches of Maya, you have to elaborate this. So he's advised to expand the idea and instill what? Devotion, love and devotion in the devotees, in the living beings, so that they will get reinstated in their original constitutional position. Now that you have confused this living entities, especially human beings, leave other living entities apart, because only human beings can understand this higher philosophy. They have the higher consciousness. So at least for their benefit, explain this. They're entrapped in this conditioned world, in this material world, because they have forgotten the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So give them the clear understanding. So far, you have composed Vedas, Upanishads, and other Puranas just for meeting only 4 aspects of life. What are those 4 aspects? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. That's not the end of it. The 5th Purushartha. What's the 5th Purushartha? That is the ultimate goal of human life. But you have given only the 4. You give the 5th Purushartha in elaborate descriptions in Srimad Bhagavatam. So you compose that. That is what Narada Maharshi. So what is the 5th Purushartha?
Krishna Prema Puja.
Amadi?
Krishna Prema.
Yes, Krishna Prema. Prema. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Prema. That is ultimate goal of human life. Vyasadeva has already given this 4 Purusharthas. Okay? That's not enough. What will happen? The people will undergo the vicious cycle of birth and death. If they read your scriptures, Vedas, Upanishads, and Puranas, and other things, they will have to undergo, because their life will be more on the basis of sense gratification. More. Because you follow Dharma for Artha. You get Artha to fulfill your Kama. And Kama will never be fulfilled. As I told you, the desires, unending desires, unlimited desires, it keeps coming, isn't it? So very, very few people will try for liberation. And is liberation the end of it? No. It's also not the end of it. You have to, after liberation, you should be a devotee of Supreme Lord, where you can eternally serve the Supreme Lord and relish his company. Okay? So liberation is not the complete. It's not complete. You have to serve the Supreme. You have to get the Krishna Prema. So that's what Narada Maharshi is telling Vyasadeva. So because you have composed or compiled this other literatures which encourages them to do fruitive activities and mental speculation and meditation for their material benefits, they will have to undergo the vicious cycle of birth and death. So now at least you elaborate on devotional activities, whereby they will stand a better chance to go back home, back to Godhead, to get their real constitutional position. Jivera Surupohe Krishnara Nityadas. Okay, so that is what Narada Maharshi is telling Vyasadeva. So Srila Narada, to expand the idea so that the entrapped conditioned souls may take lessons from him to understand the Supreme Lord as a primeval cause. He is the cause of all causes. According to the Vedic version, the Lord is naturally fully powerful, and thus his supreme energies are always perfect and identical with him. 1 second. So according to the Vedic version, the Lord is naturally fully powerful, and thus his supreme energies are always perfect and identical with him. Both the spiritual and the material skies and their paraphernalia are emanations of the internal external energy of the Supreme Lord. So his eternal abode, the spiritual abode, his material world, everything is emanated from him only. He is a primal cause for all these things. He is the cause of all causes. The external energy is comparatively inferior, whereas the internal potency is superior. Why external energy is inferior?
Material energy.
Why it is inferior?
It is. It can be destroyed, but spiritual energy will
Yes.
be always.
This is temporary. It can be destroyed. Spiritual energy is always there. The spiritual sky is never destroyed. It is eternal. Okay, so, where I stop? Yeah, the superior energy is living force. So material energy is basically it's jada, okay, matter, and superior energy is living force, living entities, and therefore she is completely identical. But the extra energy being inert is partially identical. But both the energies are neither equal to nor greater than the Lord. So both spiritual and material energy, neither equal nor greater than the Lord, who is the generator of all energies. Such energies are always under his control, exactly as electrical energy, however powerful it may be, is always under the controller of under the control of engineer. So even though it is his energy, okay, they're all subservient to him. Him means the Supreme Lord. Never superior to him. So just like the example is given, the energy, electrical energy, however powerful it may be, it is under the control of the electrical engineer. The human being and all other living beings are products of his internal energies. So we are the products of his internal energy, spiritual energy, because spirit has living symptoms, and matter has no living symptoms. It is jada, inert. Thus, the living being is also identical with the Lord, but is never equal or superior to the personality of God. The Lord and living beings are all individual persons. With the help of the material energies, the living beings are also creating something, but none of their creations are equal or superior to the creations of God. Prabhupada gives an example. The man can, build skyscrapers. Okay, the Supreme Personality can make planets float in the atmosphere, gigantic planets, Brahmandas. Can we do that? We can, create some satellites, okay, and some tall buildings, so many other wonderful things. But can we match his creation? We cannot. Can we anytime, create some gigantic planet like Jupiter or Mars or Sun? We may manipulate so many things for our benefit, for good and bad also. Okay, but it can be used for destruction also. But we cannot match the creator in any way. So the human being may create a small playful Sputnik and may throw it into outer space. That time Sputnik was there when Prabhupada wrote this. But that does not mean that he can create a planet like the Earth or Moon and float it in the air as the Lord does. Men with a poor fund of knowledge claim to be equal to the Lord. They are never equal to the Lord. This is never to be. The human being, after attaining complete perfection, may achieve a large percentage of the quantities of the Lord, say up to 78%. Why it is mentioned 78%? Can anybody give the idea? The living beings, the human being, after attaining complete perfection, may achieve a large percentage of the qualities of the Lord, say up to 78%. What is this? What is the significance of this 78%? No idea? You all know it. A wild guess.
Actually, we human beings are the part and parcel of Bhagwan, and Bhagwan is the full opulence of all the things. So you can achieve something only, not fully.
Not clear. Mataji, not clear. Can you please speak closer?
Hare Krishna.
Hare
I'm
Krishna.
saying, Prabhu, that we are part and parcel of Bhagwan,
Hmm.
and Bhagwan is 100%. He's
Okay.
fully opulent in everything,
Hmm.
but we can't achieve everything in 100%.
Okay, that's a correct answer. But why 78%? Yeah, what you said is right. What is the significance of 78 here? Because who is the first living being? Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma has 78% in full quality. Can we surpass him? No. So, as Mataji rightly said, suppose Lord has 100%. Lord Brahma, the chief living entity, has 78% of quality in full, complete. Do we have this? No, we have this quality in minute quantity. We don't have 78% like Brahma. We are not like Brahma. We also, just like, in office also, the authority, everybody doesn't have the same authority. According to their capacity, position, different degree of authority will be awarded or responsibility will be awarded. Isn't it? So Brahma has 78% of all the qualities. Lord Shiva, I think he has 84, and Lord Vishnu has 90 something. In other words, in quality 64 qualities Lord Krishna has, 60 qualities Vishnu has, and 55 qualities I think Lord Shiva has, 50 qualities Lord Brahma has, like that. This is in percentage. So this is in percentage. Lord Brahma has 78 qualities. So that is the significance of 78. But it is never possible to surpass the Lord or to become equal with him. In a diseased condition only, the foolish being claims to be one with the Lord and thus becomes misled by the illusory energy. The misguided living beings, therefore, must accept the supremacy of the Lord and agree to render loving service to him. For this, they have been created. So, the purpose of creating us is only one reason, that the Supreme Lord wanted us to serve him. But instead of serving him, we have turned our face from him and started serving our own senses. So, for this, they have been created. So, we are created for his own pleasure. Okay, this just like every time I give the example, this hand is created for the pleasure of the whole body. The hand cannot enjoy alone, independently. No, the hand is telling, I will not put this chapati into the mouth. I will independently enjoy. I'll keep the chapati in my hand only. I'll not feed it to the mouth. Will it work like that? No. So that's what we are doing. We are trying to be independent. We don't want to serve the Supreme Lord. So we have been created for that reason, for serving him. Without this, there cannot be any peace or tranquility in the world. Srila Vyasadeva is advised by Srila Vyasadeva to expand this idea in the Bhagavatam. In the Bhagavad Gita also the same idea is explained. Surrender fully unto the lotus feet of the Lord. That is the only business of the perfect human being. So both in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, it is clearly mentioned that the living beings are meant to serve the Supreme Lord. In that only he'll find happiness, not in serving his senses. When we serve the master of senses, our senses gets pleased. Rishikena, Rishikesha, Sevanam Bhakti Ruchade. That's a perfect bhakti. Okay, so text 21, next class. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Ananta Kodi Vaishnavati ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Guru Maharaj ki jai. Taigo Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.